Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to film today's video. It's my best of skincare 2022, and you guys, I'm gonna be honest, I love makeup, I love fragrance, but skincare is something that I love. I feel like just 1% more than makeup and perfume, because I'm like, if I'm not wearing any fragrance, if I'm not wearing any makeup on a particular day, it doesn't matter. But skincare is essential to me. I have to do my skincare every single day, twice a day. It's a non-negotiable. No matter how sick I am, no matter how tired I am, I just have to do my skincare. So to be sitting here and speaking to you about my favorite skincare products for the year is something I've been waiting to do. I'm not joking, I've been curating this list for months, and literally I have a list on my phone, like a running list on my phone of my favorite products in every single category. So I didn't really have to sit down and prep for this video, to be honest. I didn't have to think, okay, what are my favorite products in this category and that category. No, I didn't have to do that because I just knew my favorites in every single category because I had a running list. I was prepared for it, and I cannot wait to sit down, show you this list, and take you through it. So without any further ado, let's dive right into it. Starting with first, we have our cleansers category. By the way, I forgot to mention this earlier. I thought about like actually physically showing you every single product, but because some of the things I don't actually have the physical packaging, or maybe I don't have these products currently in my collection, I cannot actually show them to you. So it would just be weird to insert pictures of certain things and physically show you some things. So just for the sake of keeping it consistent, I'm going to insert pictures for everything right here on the screen, which is why I'm kind of sitting towards this side. By the way, my tan lines are showing very much in this top, so in case that's bothering you, I'm sorry. I keep talking about this in like every other video, but my tan lines from Thailand are just not going. The tan is not going. I don't know what to do about it, but I really wanted to wear this cute top. I don't know if I've worn this on my channel before, but it's a very cute top that I love, that I wanted to wear for today's video. So can we please ignore my tan lines, and thank you. So anyways, let's dive right into it, and we'll go into the order basically of how we do our skincare. So we're going to start first with cleansing balms and makeup removers. Now, a consistent favorite for years has been the Kiko Milano Pure Micellar Gel Wash, and that is still one of my favorites. It is literally one that I use every single day, and I had to mention that. But along with it, I also had to mention one that I discovered this year and fell in love with, and that's the Deconstruct Skincare Cleansing Balm. My only gripe, my only gripe with it is that the size is too small. We need a bigger size. We need a jumbo size, or at least a larger size of this particular product, because that way I won't fly through it as quickly as I will with this particular size. So Deconstruct Skincare, if you're watching this, please make it in a bigger size. It's an amazing product. Removes your makeup so well. Literally, the balm emulsifies in your hands and converts into an oil, and you can just slather that all over your face and it will melt your makeup in seconds. I'm not even joking. And then another honorable mention is a product that I don't think I will continue to repurchase as much, but again, like I mentioned, it is an honorable mention and I had to talk about it because I've repurchased tubs and tubs of this, and that's the Plum Illuminance Cleansing Balm. I can compare it to so many other high-end makeup removers. The Body Shop Chamomile Cleansing Balm, which I believe is now discontinued. The Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. This is like something that will pretty much give the same result at a fraction of the price. So again, highly recommend the Plum Cleansing Balm. If you're looking for a good cleansing balm and you want something that comes in like a tub and you can like scoop your finger into it, I would prefer the Deconstruct one, because I feel like that way you don't get product inside your nails. With the Plum one, that can happen because you're scooping a finger into it, and if you have long nails, it's going to get into your nails, and that annoys me a little bit. But again, like I said, the Deconstruct one has a con that it's smaller in size. The Plum one would easily last you. Okay, so my dad entered and kind of cut me off, so I forgot. I was talking something about like you have to scoop your finger inside the Plum cleansing balm ka dabba, and it can get inside your nails, which can be annoying. That's the last thing I remember mentioning. But yes, I wanted to mention all the three makeup remover options because they're all different in their own ways. So I wanted you to have options depending on what your preference is. But yes, that's that. Moving on, next let's talk about face washes, because we have a couple. I feel like it's been a while since I've had like favorite face washes in my videos. I remember even last year I was kind of like meh about face washes in general, to be honest, but this year I actually have favorites which I'm very excited to share. So the first one is the Dot & Key Watermelon Glow face wash. This is one that I just tried on a whim, fell in love with so much that I have now used up 2 complete tubes of it, and I cannot wait for Dot & Key to come out with a sale, and I will be definitely stocking up and buying more of this. It's a beautiful, slightly scented, but it's got a natural scent. It doesn't have an artificial watermelon scent, and now I know the difference between having an artificial watermelon scent and a more of a natural, very light, pleasant watermelon scent, because the St. Ives one which I tried to get to compare, it's very intense, but the Dot & Key one is so subtle, so mild, so calming and relaxing, and it's just really nice. Apart from that, of course, the face wash in itself also has a really nice consistency where it's gel based. A little goes a long way. It will gently clean your skin, not feel super drying or stripping specifically. And similar to that, we have 2 more face washes also, which are kind of all in the same category. They're non-stripping, non-irritating, really nice and easy to use on the skin, and they feel really nice, like your skin feels really nice after you cleanse with it. The second one is the Put Simply face wash. Now this one I was debating whether I should put it on the list or not, because the fragrance of it, like, it's got no fragrance, but it's got the natural fragrance again to it, which can be a little bit annoying to me. Initially I did not mind it at all. The more I used it, I did notice it a little bit, but now that I continue using it, I maybe have gotten used to it a little bit, and I still enjoy using it every single morning. This is my morning cleanser, so I absolutely love it, and I'm not 100% sure if I will repurchase it or not, if I'm going to be honest, but it's one that at least I would put it in my top 3 for sure. So that's the reason why I thought I'll still mention it, and again, you can decide for yourselves if you want to get it or not. It's also, I think, out of the 3, the most expensive is the Put Simply one, so keep that in mind as well. You don't need to spend a lot of money on face wash typically. That being said, I think the most affordable out of these 3 is going to be the next one I'm going to talk about, which is the Deconstruct Skincare Hydrating Face Wash. This is one again that I wanted to buy for a long time, and finally I did go ahead and buy it, and I'm very happy that I did, because again, I absolutely fell in love with it. It's got this consistency where it doesn't really feel like a face wash, because it's more watery and liquidy, and when you first start massaging it on the skin, you might feel like, this is not even lathering, is it actually cleaning my skin? But after you actually wash your face with it, does leave your face clean. It's got very mild surfactants, but it still cleans the skin very well, and it doesn't feel like one of those face washes that don't lather and then feel like they haven't even cleansed the skin at all. That feeling you will not get with this. At least I don't get that feeling with this, which is something I really like. And again, they have 2 other variants also, which I'm quite excited to try out. I will try out all the 3 variants eventually, like the other 2 variants also, and then share my thoughts and opinions on all of them, so that will give you a more well-rounded opinion and review. But yeah, that was like my step 1, all the products, face washes, makeup removers, all of that stuff. So we got that review out of the way. Now let's move on to our actives, including vitamin C, niacinamide, retinol, AHAs, and also my anti-acne serum favorites. So we'll talk about all of that in one go, one by one, starting first with vitamin C. Now for vitamin C, I have 2 products which I want to mention in today's video. The first one is one that I did try out this year, and I do really like it, but it's not going to be working in my routine per se, which is something I'm a little bit sad about, to be honest. I'm talking about the Plum 15% vitamin C and Mandarin face serum. Now this one is not going to be working very well for me, because if I use this in the morning and then use retinol at night and then again use vitamin C the next morning, I feel like my skin becomes very sensitive. So it is basically the combination of this particular vitamin C along with retinol that is not really working very well for my skin. So I did want to mention this as a recommendation that I would give, because I love this serum. I freaking love it. But again, like I said, it doesn't work in combination together. So that's the reason why I don't think I will be able to repurchase this product and continue using it, because if I have to pick between retinol and vitamin C, I would pick retinol. So I just need to find the vitamin C that works well with my retinol, not in the same routine, but in opposite routines basically. So I still wanted to mention this for anyone who's not using retinol. If you want to get a vitamin C, I would highly recommend this particular product. My other favorite vitamin C, which I actually want to repurchase, I've been waiting to repurchase this. I'm just waiting to get a good deal, to be completely honest. And that is the Minimalist 10% vitamin C serum. Now this is one that I tried a long time ago. Absolutely fell in love with it. I just didn't end up repurchasing it immediately at that time because I was trying out a bunch of other ones. But now I just miss it and I want to get it back. Technically I could just repurchase it SAE because I love it that much, but I'm, like I said again, waiting to get a good deal. So next time Minimalist has a good offer on Nykaa, you best believe I'm going to be buying this particular product. So yeah, that's the other vitamin C serum that I wanted to recommend, and I cannot wait to repurchase it and try it out all over again. Moving on next to niacinamide serums. For this particular category, again, I have two products that I really love. The first one is the Formularx niacinamide solution. This particular one is more of like a watery niacinamide serum. So that can be a little bit difficult to use. You have to get used to how you can use it and how you will apply it on your skin. But once you do, it's amazing. It's amazing, it's absolutely beautiful, and the reason why this stands out to me more than my Minimalist ones or my Chemist at Play ones is because this one is truly fragrance free. Like with the Minimalist one, of course that is fragrance free, but it's got a natural niacinamide wala smell to it, which can be a little bit annoying and bothersome over time when you keep smelling it and when you keep using it again. It's one that I could look past, but because I like this one more in terms of the consistency and the way my skin absolutely drinks it up, along with the fact that it has absolutely no scent to it, I feel like that's why I end up preferring this one a little bit more. That's the reason the Formularx Niacinamide solution is more of my favorite as compared to the Minimalist one. And then recently, actually I shouldn't say recently because this one has also been a favorite for a long time, and that's the Plum Niacinamide 10% serum. It's one that I'm currently using in my I was going to say nighttime skincare routine, no, in my morning skincare routine. In fact, I have it today as well on under my makeup and my skincare. It's the second step that I used in my morning skincare routine today, so that's another one that I wanted to talk about and mention. Moving on next to retinols. For retinols, again, I have one long time favorite and one newer favorite. My long time favorite is the Earth Rhythm Rapid Renew Concentrate. I have used bottles and bottles and bottles of this, but more than me, my mom has used bottles and bottles and bottles of this. In fact, I have currently taken a step back for it because I'm trying out other retinols or retinols like retinoids, but this is one that my mom used up one bottle earlier, and now she's going to use up one more bottle, so I ended up buying two more backups for her very recently. In fact, we're waiting for the order to reach to us, but yeah, this is one that is going to remain a staple, at least for her, for the rest of her life. And for me also, it's going to be a staple probably for the rest of my life, but I will still continue using and trying out other ones as well along with this one specifically. So that is that. And the newer favorite that I also wanted to talk about and mention is by Thrive. It is their retinol serums. We have the starter one and the pro one. The one I'm currently using is the starter one. I use it every single night in my nighttime skincare routine, and it is absolutely amazing, working really well for me. And I'm very happy that I got used to it very easily, because honestly I was a little bit scared that I'm using retinaldehyde, and I thought it might be a little bit too intense for me, but I could transition into it and use it very easily. There was no like retinization that I had to experience when I first started using it, so I'm very happy with that. And once I use this one up, like in fact every single night when I'm using it, I'm like, आज पक्का खत्म हो जाएगा, आज तो definitely खत्म हो जाएगा, कल से I have to start using the new one, but then अब तक खत्म नहीं हुआ है. So I'm waiting to use up the starter, and then I will start using the pro as well. So that is for retinols. And not retinols, I feel like I should stop saying retinols now and move on to saying retinoids every single time I mention that particular category of ingredients. And then moving on to our AHAs. Again, this year specifically I might not have used either or of these, but these two are like my absolute favorites of life. So if I have to recommend any AHA toners to you, these are the two I would end up recommending. They are a little bit more expensive, but considering the fact that AHA toners specifically would last you a long time, it's not like you're gonna go through them super duper quickly. So I feel like even if it's a little bit more expensive, it still makes sense to make that investment. So we have the Pixie Glow Tonic and the AHA fluid from CosRx. The CosRx one is 7%, the Pixie Glow Tonic is 5% AHAs, and both of these are absolutely amazing, tried and true, holy grail favorites of mine. Of course, I've tried out a lot of other ones this year, like the Ordinary one, which has a weird scent to it, which is why, even though that's technically a better value for money and it's more affordable, the scent of it I just do not like. So after I use up the one that I have, I don't see myself repurchasing it. And I also have the Isntree 8% Essence, which in fact I literally have sitting right here because I filmed my morning skincare routine today. But yeah, this one I could technically recommend, but I don't know how easy this is to find. I feel like the CosRx and the Pixie are more easily available and accessible, so that's the reason why I want to mention those over this one. And this I feel like I will also use up a little bit more quickly as compared to those. So yeah, that is that. And also for our last category, actually not our last category, but the last active ingredient category, we have our anti-acne serums. And for this category, again, the two products that I'm going to be talking about and mentioning are ones that are tried and true favorites. I've not used them as much this year, but they are my long-standing, like lifelong favorites. That is the Earth Rhythm Clear Skin Serum, which is absolutely amazing if you have under the skin breakouts that you want to bring to the surface and treat it. I would highly recommend this product. And if you have active acne which you want to treat, I would recommend the Dot & Key Anti-Acne Serum. But currently the one that they have, which is the newer formulation, I haven't tried out yet. So that's why this one is like an honorable mention, and I'm a little bit iffy to talk about it and mention it. But once I get my hands again on the newer formulation, I will definitely review it and share my thoughts on it with you guys. But yeah, that was that. Moving on next to our moisturizer category. Now for moisturizers, we have a lot of favorites, like a lot of favorites. I feel like this is the category where I have maximum amount of favorites as compared to any other category. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 favorites to talk about. We'll talk about morning skincare wala moisturizers first, and then we'll talk about nighttime skincare routine wala moisturizers. For morning moisturizers, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 favorites. The first one is the Dermaco Peptide Serum Cream. This one is more of like a, I would say, I'm going to use this only in the summers. I don't see myself using it as much in the winters because it's a super duper lightweight cream. Your skin will drink it up very, very quickly. Actually, you know what? How did I not mention the Earth Rhythm Phyto Ceramide? I feel like, not Phyto Ceramide, sorry, Phyto Clear. I feel like I should be mentioning that one as well, because that one does kind of feel a little bit similar to the Dermaco Peptide Serum Cream. So, okay, now we have 8, 4 and 4, I guess. So, yes, let me quickly add it to the list. But like I was saying, my first favorite definitely has to be the 1 second, sorry. Clearly I'm very, very distracted and I'm messing this up. But yes, like I was saying, my first favorite is the Dermaco Peptide Serum Cream. This is a super duper lightweight moisturizer that comes in a pump, and your skin will absolutely drink it up very, very quickly. It feels like literally a glass of water when you're applying it on your skin. It's so hydrating, moisturizing at the same time, but it's definitely a serum cream. It's very, very lightweight. And another one which is very, very similar to this is the one that I was adding to my list again, and that is the Phyto Clear Moisturizer from Earth Rhythm. Now another one that I really, really love and feels very, very lightweight, moisturizing enough, but perfect for oily skin specifically. If you have oily skin, you're absolutely going to love this one. And then another one, which is other two in fact, which I feel like are also very, very similar to each other, and these are a little bit more hydrating on the skin, is the Formularx Barrier Relief Moisturizer and the Put Simply Water Dam Moisturizer. Now both of these are a little bit more, I would say, thicker but at the same time they feel very similar to where once you apply them on the skin and you just have to lightly blend it, your skin will absolutely drink it up and your skin is going to absorb it. But it's got more ceramides and more like moisturizing properties to it without feeling lightweight. So I don't know how they formulate this product. Did I say without feeling lightweight? I meant by feeling lightweight, and they don't feel heavy on the skin at all. So I don't know how these products are formulated, but they're formulated in a beautiful way where you're gonna like still love to use this in the morning time, and it's not gonna feel too heavy or greasy on your skin per se, which is something I really do like and appreciate. So okay, I had to take a little of like a filming break in the middle of that video because I was losing my voice. My legs were super duper like cramped, and my face also did get a little bit shiny, so I did powder it and like mattify it a little bit. But after that mini break, I'm back and we can continue talking about moisturizers. So I shared with you all my daytime moisturizer favorites: the Put Simply Skincare one, the Water Dam Moisturizer, the Formularx Barrier Relief Moisturizer, and then the two more lightweight options are the Earth Rhythm Phyto Clear as well as the Dermaco Peptide Serum Cream. Those were my 4 daytime moisturizer favorites. Now let's move on to my nighttime moisturizer favorites. So for nighttime moisturizer favorites, firstly I have the Formularx Peptide Ceramide Moisturizer. This one is the Barrier Relief Moisturizer, but a more amped up, more hydrating, more moisturizing version. That's how I would like to like think about it if you had to compare. Like if you have used one or the other, I can tell you that the Peptide Ceramide is very similar, but it's more of like more hydrating, more moisturizing, more like I want to say heavier, but I feel like heavier has like a bad picture that it puts in your head, so that's why I don't want to use the word heavier, but you get the point. Then we also have the Chemist Play Night Creams, which I talk about so much. I feel like a broken record, but those are truly my favorites, the one that I repurchase in fact the most. And then we also have the Deconstruct Skincare NMF Moisturizer and the Skin Soothe Moisturizer. Now the NMF one, to be honest, is not specifically like a daytime moisturizer or a nighttime moisturizer. It can be used both the times. It's just something that you would use to occlude on the skin if you want like a thick barrier or layer of sorts. If you would like to the way people use Vaseline or petroleum jelly to kind of seal in all the skincare and the hydration, that's what people generally use it for. So for that reason, that's how I typically use it, and that could be in the morning or it could be at night. And then the Skin Soothe Moisturizer is more of something that personally, if you have more like sensitivity to different products and you have very sensitive skin, I think you would be able to enjoy this product a little bit more and it would help you a little bit more. I personally don't have that much of an issue with most products. I think my skin is very resilient, but I just like the Skin Soothe Moisturizer to like slather on a thick heavy layer of moisturizer that eventually gets absorbed very quickly and kind of leaves your skin with, I want to say, a matte finish. Like when you touch your skin, it feels a little bit matte, and when you wake up the next morning, you might almost feel like you used a gel based moisturizer on your skin because of how matte your skin looks, if I have to be completely honest. But overall, in general, it's just a great product. It's very hydrating and moisturizing, and all of these are great picks just for moisturizer in general, depending on your skin type and your preferences. You can pick one or the other. I just wanted to share all of my favorites, and clearly you can tell by how many times I've repurchased some of these products, like the NMF, the Skin Soothe, the Barrier Relief, and even the Chemist Play Night Creams are products that I've consistently repurchased so many times. And so I feel like it doesn't come as a surprise to you that I'm talking and mentioning these products in my yearly favorites video. So yes, that is that. Moving on next to sunscreens. For sunscreens, this is going to be my last like face care category, and then we can move on to some body care products. So for sunscreen, I have again 4 favorites I want to talk about and share. The first one is the Dermaco Hyaluronic Acid Sunscreen SPF 50. This one should come as no surprise to you. I have repurchased this probably the most out of all the other sunscreens that we have to mention in today's video. And then kind of a similar formulation from a different brand is Aqualogica. The Hydrate Plus as well as the Glow Plus, I feel like are very similar to the Dermaco Hyaluronic Acid Sunscreen Gel. So I wanted to mention this as like a bonus recommendation and suggestion. For you guys, if you find Aqualogica on buy one get one, I would suggest you pick up Aqualogica, and if you find Dermaco at buy one get one or buy two get two, then you know what to do. Essentially, to me, all of them feel very, very similar, where they're lightweight, leave a glowy finish on the skin, but there is absolutely no white cast. And in my opinion, these are suitable for every single skin type. If you have slightly oily skin, you might still like them. If you have very oily skin, you probably won't. But apart from that, if you have normal, combination, dry skin, any of the following skin types, I still know for a fact that you are going to be liking this sunscreen, and you're going to use it, and it's going to become your staple and your holy grail, like it has for so many people out there. Like specifically the Dermaco one, we all know that it is a favorite and a holy grail for so many people. So yeah, I just had to mention that. Moving on next to the Fix Derma sunscreen. This one again I had to mention. It's more like a lotion. I want to say it's more of a runnier consistency, and it's the one I'm specifically talking about is the gel one, the SPF 30 gel. So this one looks a little bit more creamy, but once you start massaging it into your skin, it does you know, like kind of become like sheer, and there's no like color, there's no whiteness to it. It does get absorbed like a gel and doesn't leave any sort of white cast or residue on the skin, and it definitely gives you more of a dewy finish. So that's something that you have to keep in mind, but it's not too dewy, and it does dry down also very, very quickly on the skin. So does remind me a little bit of the Lotus gel sunscreen. If you remember back in the day, I used to talk about that one so much. So yes, it kind of reminds me of that one. And then last but not the least, I do have a recommendation if you have more oily skin, or if you want something that gives you a more matte finish on the skin. I would highly recommend the Deconstruct Skincare SPF 55 gel sunscreen. This one leaves such a beautiful mattifying finish on the skin. It literally gives you like a no makeup look because of how matte it leaves your skin. It's got this powdery finish, and again, there is no white cast. If you blend it in well, it's going to leave absolutely no white cast on your skin. When you first start blending, it might feel like it is going to leave a white cast, but as you blend it in, there's no white cast. The only thing I will say is that if this is something you're going to give to your husband, boyfriend, brother, it might not blend in as well into the beard. So for that, I would typically recommend something like the Dermaco or the Aqualogica, because the Deconstruct Skincare can kind of get caught up in the beard. So do keep that in mind, because again, sunscreen is something which not just women should be using, men should also be using. Even if you're not using any other sunscreen, all the guys out there who are watching, or the girls who are watching who want to get the men in their life into skincare, even if they don't do any other skincare, it's totally fine, but definitely make sure that they're using sunscreen and they have a good sunscreen. It's your responsibility to get them into it. So yeah, definitely do keep that in mind. And then moving on next to our body categories, we just have two categories: body washes as well as body lotions. For body washes, you know the two favorites that I've had for years and years and years, and every single year these are the only two body washes that I talk about. The first one is Saint Ives and the second one is Plum. There are a bunch of different variants, so depending on your preference in terms of smells, you can get one or the other. But I did want to like put another honorable mention in this video, and that is the Nykaa Love Struck body washes. And the only reason why I'm mentioning these as well is because if you like the lotions and the perfume in the range, I would recommend that you get like all three as a set and use it, because I actually think that it would be beneficial in helping the scent last longer, because I've actually experienced that in my own personal life. When I layered the body lotion along with the perfume, the EDP, it lasted all day. I could smell and get whiffs of the scent even in the evening after a long day. So I can definitely tell you that if you layer the body wash as well as the body lotion and the shower gel, the body wash, the body lotion and the perfume, if you layer those three together, it's definitely going to last all day. And because I am mentioning the body lotion in the body lotion category, that's the reason I thought I should mention the shower gel in the shower gel category. Any which way, now let's move on to talk about my other favorite body lotions. Apart from the Love Struck one by by Nykaa. Wow, again I guess my brain is just getting a little bit foggy, but yes, let's quickly talk about my other body lotion favorites. Again, we have Plum. I should have also mentioned Saint Ives as well, because Saint Ives also has some good body lotions. It's just that I didn't buy a ton this year specifically, but they do have some amazing body lotions. And when I'm talking about the Plum body lotions, I'm specifically talking about the lotions, not the body yogurts or the body butters. The lotions specifically are my absolute favorite. I know that the body yogurts were a favorite for a while, but I feel like I have truly discovered that my absolute love is the body lotions. Again, like I mentioned, we have Saint Ives, and then some more recent favorites have been the Dot & Key body serum lotions. Specifically the yellow one is my current favorite. I mentioned it in my December favorites, and you guys, I was thinking about it literally like this morning and last night when I was applying it, that I am using this like literally twice a day, every single day, and I'm gonna be out of it very, very soon, and I'm gonna miss it so much once I'm out. And that tells you how much I love it and how I cannot wait to repurchase it. Another one of the Dot & Key products that I cannot wait to repurchase. So I'm really hoping that they do some kind of like buy to get to sale soon, so that I can stock up on all my favorites. But yeah, that's that. And then another recent body lotion favorite is the Wishcare body lotions, and the two specific ones I want to mention is the retinol body lotion, which is absolutely amazing. Recently started using it, so again it can be more of like an honorable mention favorite because I haven't used it for that long, but I know it's going to become a favorite very, very soon. And also their sunscreen body lotion. This one definitely is very, very like heavy and pasty when you first apply it on the skin, but as you keep massaging, it will definitely get absorbed into the skin, and I can actually feel it on the skin throughout the day. So I know that it's going to sit on my skin as a layer and protect my skin obviously from the harmful rays of the sun. So yes, that's the reason why I wanted to mention that as well in my body lotion category. But that is it, you guys. Finally I am done with this video. I don't know how long it is because I filmed it with so many parts, so I have to now sit down, edit, make sure that you see every single product, so you know what I'm talking about, and of course combine everything. So I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but I really, really hope you enjoyed, and I hope I didn't miss anything. Did I miss anything? No, I didn't. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. So yes, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. This is the last video I'm actually filming in 2023 for 2023, so I'm so freaking happy that I could do Vlogmas this well, and could film all this content for you guys. I posted a video every single day in the month of December, so there has been like so much content that has gone up for you basically in this month, and it's also a little bit nostalgic for me to like be ending this video, because now that I think about it, from 2023 onwards I'm going to use my new phone. This is still being filmed on my old phone, but from 2023 onwards I'm going to film every single video on my new phone for the most part, even though, if I'm going to be honest, I filmed a couple of videos on my new phone and I do feel like I prefer this quality better. So I'm going to probably wait out for a month. In January I'm going to film all the videos on my new phone, and then maybe ask you guys if you prefer this quality better or if you prefer the new quality better. So please stick around, subscribe to my channel, and of course hit on the notification bell. But apart from that, let me know in a month or two after you keep seeing my new phone and then videos on my new phone, and then compare it to this and tell me which one you prefer more, because that will actually be very, very helpful for me. But yes, I should not make this video any further longer because I already know it's long enough. But yes, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and yes, until next time, Happy New Year. See you in the next year. And of course I will continue filming videos in 2023 also, because no, I will continue filming videos in 2022 for 2023. I hope that made sense, and if I messed up what I said earlier in the past few minutes, then I'm sorry. I messed it up, but I hope you got what I mean. Yeah, so anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye bye.